the distant realm of history, nestled along the scenic coastlines of the Aegean Sea, lies the ancient city of Miletus. Not merely a dot on the map of the vast Persian Empire, Miletus was a symbol of prosperity and a fortress of defiance. It was in 334 BCE when its silent streets bore witness to a defining moment in history, one that forever etched its name in the annals of time. This was the siege that would test the might of Alexander the Great as he sought to unravel the fabric of Persian dominance. The conquest of Miletus is a story that begins with the audacity of youth and the ambition of a burgeoning empire. At just 21, Alexander III of Macedon embarked on his grand campaign against the Persian Empire, an empire so sprawling and formidable that it had endured as a superpower for centuries. Leading an army that was both versatile and resolute, Alexander aimed to liberate Greek cities under Persian control, forging alliances through a shared Hellenic identity. As Alexander's forces drew closer to Miletus, the city, then a bastion of Persian power, prepared for the inevitable confrontation. It was a port city of strategic importance, a gateway to the Aegean Sea, and a vital link in the chain of coastal fell cities that dotted Asia Minor. For the Macedonian commander, capturing Miletus meant not only a tactical advantage, but also a significant boost to his morale and prestige. In the days leading up to the siege, the Persian garrison, under the leadership of Commander Hegestratus, reinforced Miletus, anticipating a formidable defense. The Persians counted on their naval superiority, bolstered by a fleet poised to cut off Alexander's supply lines. However, the Macedonian leader, ever the tactician, devised a plan that would nullify the naval threat. He sought the alliance of the Greek island of Samos, acquiring a fleet that rivaled the Persian contingent. The siege began with Alexander's army encircling Miletus, launching a series of well-coordinated attacks. In the face of determined resistance, the Macedonian forces constructed siege towers, catapults, and battering rams, epitomizing the martial ingenuity of the age. The city walls echoed with the clamor of battle as Alexander's men pressed their assault, chipping away at the city's defenses with relentless precision. Adding to the drama of the siege was the momentous naval confrontation that unfolded off the coast of Miletus. It was here that Alexander's allied fleet countered the impressive Persian armada. In the ensuing battle, fortune favored Alexander, as his fleet managed to outmaneuver and isolate the Persian ships, forcing them into retreat. This victory on the waves ensured that the Persian forces within Miletus were now trapped, with their last vestiges of reinforcements thwarted. With the tides of battle turning, Alexander gave the order for a final assault. The Macedonian army surged forward, scaling walls and breaching the city gates with an unyielding fervor. Within the city, chaos reigned as the Persian defenders, outnumbered and overrun, fought valiantly but futilely to hold their ground. It was a brilliant display of strategy and determination, a testament to the leadership of a young conqueror destined for greatness. After a brief but intense struggle, the city fell to Alexander's forces. In the aftermath, Alexander chose magnanimity over retribution, granting clemency to the surviving defenders. His objective was never the eradication of his foes, but rather the unification of Greece against a common adversary, and thus his leniency garnered him respect and loyalty. Thus, the Siege of Miletus was more than a mere conquest. It marked Alexander's first significant victory in his campaign against Persia, demonstrating not only his military prowess, but also his strategic acumen. It set the stage for a series of triumphs that would eventually culminate in the downfall of the Persian Empire, forever altering the geopolitical landscape of the ancient world. As we close this captivating chapter of history, remember that the Siege of Miletus was a microcosm of the broader conflict between Greece and Persia. It was a decisive engagement that highlighted the confluence of ambition, strategy, and determination attributes that defined not only Alexander the Great, but also the era he shaped. And so, the legacy of Miletus endures, a timeless reminder of a moment when the course of history was irrevocably changed amidst the clangor of swords and the roar of the Aegean.